Welcome to this edition of the Golf Report. I'm Joe Persia, standing in for the irreplaceable Harold Howe. Joining me right now is Matt Kerr, clubhouse manager, but some other people around the club, Matt, also know you as David Hearn's caddy. Tell us a little bit about what it's been like to be on the bag for David every now and then.
It's a great experience to be friends with David and also to be able to get out on the golf course with him. So to be able to caddy for a good friend and to be able to see great golf courses is always exciting. So it's been very enjoyable.
Yeah. Now, David didn't quite put things together this past week. Talk about what he probably could have done a little differently this past week.
Dave was home last week and we spoke, and I actually got out with him to the driving range, and he's been working on his driver, which is usually his very strong part, and he's been struggling a bit with that. So he's just not hitting as many fairways as he usually does. His putting and chipping is really good, which I know people around here have always said that might be one of his weaker spots. But he's just not hitting the ball off the tee as well as he wants to, but he's coming along, and he'll be just fine. He's having a great start to the year.
Okay, and obviously that's something you love to do, and whenever David gets the opportunity to get you on the bag, you like doing that. But let's talk about your real love, and that is, of course, being here as often as you are. Many of us see you here all the time. You're clubhouse manager. And what do your duties include as a clubhouse manager, Matt?
With the clubhouse manager role, I basically take care of the clubhouse like it states, everything from food and beverage to the maintenance department, setups for weddings, coordinating weddings with the people who are hosting any functions, out to the golf course, and liaising with Paul as well and Bruce in the pro shop. So it's a wide range. It's a lot of fun, and it keeps me very busy.
And you talk about being busy, and certainly the weather can sometimes dictate how busy you are. Here it's the month of May, and I'm still wearing a wind shirt. We're very close to June. It hasn't been, or it may have been, near, if not record rainfall this past May. How has that affected the club?
It's affected the club a lot with on-course sales, and definitely in the men's lounge. 2 spots last year in April and May that were extremely busy for us because of the nice weather. The weather we've been having now, which we kind of are lucky we're looking up at the sun for the first time in a long time, has really affected the club a lot. People aren't here golfing. They're not spending as much. We're in a little bit of a luxury that we are able to have banquets and still have some flow of cash in, but it's affected the club on the golf course and in the men's lounge particularly quite a bit.
Now, you mentioned banquets and functions, and from my understanding, the clubhouse is busy pretty well every weekend. Are they not? They've got functions, and that's part of your responsibilities as well?
Yeah, definitely. We're actually booked up for the rest of the summer all the way through basically to December. I think we have one open Saturday left with weddings or bridal showers or anything like that. So we're, like I said, lucky to have that banquet room to bring in some revenue for the club. We have the most weddings we've had in quite some years, and are actually turning some away right now, which is a good problem to have.
Okay. So with that revenue stream going as well as it is, what can we do to improve the other side of the revenue stream? You mentioned getting people here to the club. What can we do as perhaps members, induce people to coming to our club to inject that much needed revenue in the other areas of our clubhouse?
Yeah, I mean, nicer weather would always help. People nowadays they golf, and if it's
I don't have any control over the weather.
Yeah, no, I know. I wish you did. No, if nicer weather would be great, obviously, because people now are playing, and it's cold and it's rainy. It's not conducive after a nice hot day of golf to have a beer or sit down on a patio, which is hurting. But I mean, we always want to be just part of people's rotation, or the people thinking of us to come out for dinner. We don't expect everybody to come out all the time, but when people are thinking of dining, we really would hope they would come here. We think we have one of the premier destinations in Brantford with great food and great service, and we're always striving to get better at that. But we've got upcoming things coming up in the restaurant plan with different buffets or different nights we're trying to plan so we can drive people out to the restaurant. But like I said, we just want to be part of people's thoughts when they think about, oh, I'm going to go out for dinner with friends or with family. We just like to be in the rotation.
Can you give us a little bit of insight about some of those functions you do have planned? Because my wife and I do love coming as well. We're one of the people one of the groups of people who like to come here very often for dinner.
Sure.
What can we look forward to?
One of the things that we're just working on right now is a Canadian night. We're going to hopefully do that on the long weekend, Canada Day long weekend. There's not a lot going on here at the club being a long weekend. There's not a lot of banquets booked or functions booked. So we're going to try to do a Canadian night with the chef. We've done a couple Italian nights and different theme nights that we're starting to get more into. So we're doing a Canadian night on July 2nd, which will be quite exciting. And another thing that we've added in that we're going to start doing, which is on the golf course, but we started to add a barbecue to the halfway house, which has been popular today. So that's something else we're trying to get more value for the members.
Great, looking forward to it. Thanks for joining us, Matt. This is Joe Persia in this installment of the Golf Report, along with our clubhouse manager, Matt Kerr, and PGA Tour caddy wannabe.